during the course of the day. And when you complete the smallest task, it helps you to achieve the bigger and bigger tasks. And when you're not able to do the smallest task or the little things of your life, it will not help you to anyway motivate you to do the bigger things in your life. So, ungla motivate panikanona, smallest thing is making your bed. So by keeping your bed tidy is where everything will start. And your day also will end in the same bed when you go down to sleep. So if your day was not good on that particular day and you had a very bad day, or probably you were very unhappy, the day, just imagine when you go back to your bed and when you are about to lie down, when you see your bed is kept neat and tidy, there will be a small amount of satisfaction that what you get. Okay, a little satisfaction at least before you lie down with a very exhaustive day. At least நம்ம பெட்னா ஒரு அளவுக்கு நீட்டா இருக்கு, அட்லீஸ்ட் ஒரு நிம்மதியான தூக்கம்னா தூங்கலாமே. And that gives you another hope to see that your next day is better. So make your bed is the most important thing that you start in the SEAL training. So the second one is get over being a sugar cookie and keep moving forward. So in the SEAL training, next important thing pathina இதே மாதிரி இன்னொரு drill இருக்கும். And the drill is keeping yourself very tidy. You have to tuck in your shirt, pant, your military uniform, get your shoes have to be polished, your your socks and everything has to be clean and tidy. And there used to be a drill for that also. Daily வந்து checking பண்ணுவாங்க. நீங்க எவ்வளவு neat and எவ்வளவு clean-ஆ வச்சிருந்தாலும் there will be some or the other fault. The inspectors will try finding it out on you and they will push you into a drill. And the drill வந்து ரொம்ப cruel-ஆ இருக்கும். அது ரொம்ப பயங்கரமா மோசமா இருக்கும் அந்த drill. They will push you into a very, very cold water and you have to lie in the cold water. It is a sea water. You have to lie in the sea and in the sea sand for the entire day on the by dirtying your pant and your uniform. So this is the second task that these cadets used to undergo. So the cadets used to always think, why is that we're getting into this? What is it that why is it we're getting into this? What is the problem, or where did we go wrong? அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா நம்ம லைஃப்ல வந்து நிறைய சர்க்கம்ஸ்டன்சஸ் வரும். நீங்க எவ்வளோ கரெக்டா பண்ணாலும் ஏதோ ஒரு இடத்துல வந்து உங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு தோல்வியை கொடுக்கும். So life is always not fair. Okay, so by thinking that, and by if you think over it too much, what happens? You get demotivated. It will stop allowing you to move forward. But if you feel that no, I can still move forward, I can still keep doing things, I will still make myself clean and tidy, I will still make myself neat, I will still keep myself, I'll polish my shoes, I will keep myself tidy and move ahead, you keep winning. And that is how you keep moving forward. Otherwise, what happens? You get stuck up over there. Okay, so this was the second part of it. The third important lesson what General McRaven learned was, don't be afraid of circuses. Okay, so what is it? Don't be afraid of circuses. In the training, the 6 months course of training for these cadets, every time or at any one of the moment, one of the candidate will be asked to go through a circus. A circus enana, he will be given one of the most difficult tasks to complete. Okay, and the task will be running for around 50 miles and doing push-ups. He has to climb walls, and it will be a most rigorous day, 2 to 3 days for him. So every time when these cadets used to undergo this, they used to always think, why am I going through this? What did I fail? Where did I go wrong? But what happened was, one lesson all this cadets learned was, when a cadet underwent this circus, or when he underwent, when he was part of this, when he was called for the circus, and when he did it, so when he was doing an extra set of exercises or an extra set of drills that he was asked to do, he became more stronger, he became more motivated, he became more uh, a very uh, what I would say is a very strong-hearted person. Okay, so every time when you are undergoing, sometimes even if you take in your life, in our own classes, that what we undergo, எதனா ஒரு நாள் இருக்கும், we would have missed up, ஏதோ ஒரு அசைன்மெண்ட் பண்ணியிருப்போம், அந்த அசைன்மெண்ட்ல வந்து ஏதோ ஒரு இடத்துல கரெக்ஷன் இருந்திருக்கும், அந்த இடத்துல நம்ம மிஸ் அவுட் பண்ணியிருப்போம். ஸோ அதனால வந்து நம்ம ப்ரொஃபசர்ஸ் வந்து they would have asked us to do something to correct it, or take some extra time to read some extra books and do it. ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்லி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, நம்ம இந்த ப்ராஜெக்ட் ஒர்க்லாம் பண்றப்போ என்ன ஆகும்னா, நம்ம ப்ராஜெக்ட் பண்றப்போ அந்த ப்ராஜெக்டை வந்து எவ்ரி டைம் நம்ம ப்ரொஃபசர்ஸ்கிட்ட ரிவ்யூ பண்ண போவோம். And when we take it to our professors for reviewing, most of the time professors will say, இல்லப்பா இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் இதை வந்து ஃபைன் டியூன் பண்ணலாம், இதை வந்து இன்னும் ஒரு 2 புக்கு நீங்க இந்த புக்கை படிங்க. அப்போ ஒரு இது வரும், ஒரு you will find a little bit hesitant, or you will be a little bit disappointed. என்னப்பா இவ்வளோலாம் பண்ணியும் திருப்பியும் பண்ண வைக்கிறாங்கன்னு. So when you are being asked to do it, and if you take it and do it in a sportive way, the more you are able to do it, the more fine-tuning you are able to do it, the more crispier you become, and the more polished you become. ஒரு ரஃப் ராக்கை வந்து நம்ம எப்படி பாலிஷ் பண்ணி அவங்கள ஸ்ட்ராங் பண்றோம், அதுக்கு தான் வந்து இந்த எக்ஸசைஸ். ஓகே, ஸோ that is what is the learning, that what you learn from here, that don't be afraid to fail. And if you're asked to do it, go ahead doing it. It is nothing but it is sharpening your skills. Okay, it is nothing but they are polishing you into a better shaped person. Okay, the next thing is the mud flap. The mud flap enna pathina, these cadets used to be thrown into this water, and on top of the water they used to throw a lot of mud on them. Okay, and smoke, and they used to be brutalized. They are supposed to walk on not walk, they are supposed to crawl on sandy beaches, and it is the most 1 week of grueling session. It is mainly to say that when you're put into that session, always the instructors used to tell them that if you're not able to do it, please just say that we are not able to do it, or just say that I give up, you're out. Okay, so you're out from the training. So what happens among that 1 week training, the last 2 days is the most saddest, or the most cruelest part, of the most brutal part of the training. So they used to be asked to sit on the cold water up to the neck, filled. It's a beach water up to the neck filled, and for 2 entire days. Okay, and these at that point of time, what used to happen, one of the cadets used to start singing, and that song, what he used to sing was a very grounding song, a song without any tune, but slowly everybody in the team starts singing that song, and that keeps the entire team motivated, and that says that they are not supposed to give up anything in life, but believe in hope. Okay, the hope that this 2 days will pass and they will see a new day, and all these things will go away. A better day is going to be there for them. The last one is, during the SEAL training, they used to have a bell. Okay, it is a bronze bell that used to be lying it used to be hanging around the camp. So anybody rings that bell at any point of time, so he is being asked to go. So he says, he gives up, and he says like, okay, I'm laying down, I'm giving up my training, and I'm packing my bags. So Every day, every cruel moment that you go through the 6 to 7 months, it is for penalizing you or just motivating you to just ring that bell. When you ring the bell, you give up. Okay, so don't ever ring the bell in your life. Okay, when you the life is so cruel, every day it pushes you so hard to just ring that bell. Okay, and if you ring that bell, you give up things in life, and if you give up things in life, you start failing up. Okay, so that's the most important part of the learnings that what General McRaven learned during his SEAL training program. The next one that what I'm going to talk about is the golden years of life. Okay, the golden years of life is what all of you are going through at this point of time. So I believe that a few of them are also college students, students who have crossed 10th, students who have crossed 12th, but it would also include for them. But specifically for in case if you have any students from 8th to 12th, it is the most important year of their life, time of their life, because it is at this point of life that they mold themselves and they shape themselves, and most importantly, they build a strong platform and a foundation for their life. Okay, all that learnings that what you learn during this 5 years of life is what you see entirely in your life. You will of course learn a lot of other things. Okay, I mean, learning is going to be a part till you die. Okay, you're going to learn till the end of your life, but this is the most grounding learning that what you learn in your life. Okay, and it is over here, and it is through this what you grow up in your life and what you achieve in your life and how does your life shapes up. Everything happens from here. I hope you guys agree on this. Okay, so to mold yourself and to keep yourself motivated at this point of time, what are you supposed to do? Okay, during this 5 years of life, many of them will say that studies is not important or it's not interesting. இதுல வந்து எனக்கு இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்காகவே இல்லை எனக்கு. I'm not finding it, not able to get any happiness, போரிங்கா இருக்கு, ரொம்ப ஃபோக்கஸ் இல்லாம இருக்கு, எவ்வளவு கான்சென்ட்ரேட் பண்ணாலும் I'm not able to do anything. Of course, friends, the kind of situation that what we are in, all this pushes us down at this point of time, and it doesn't allows us to focus more. And what do you do? How do you see yourself to keep yourself motivated? So I've just put 6 points. Okay, I'll just talk to you on the 6 points. What I find it, if you start following this, you will find life interesting. You will definitely find a way to do things better. Okay, the first thing is find a reason. Why do you want to study? Okay, just take one day. ஒரு நாள் உட்கார்ந்து, if few of you are going through 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th, why am I doing this? Okay, 2 நாள் கூட எடுத்துக்கோங்க, உட்கார்ந்து யோசிங்க, ஏன் நீங்க இதை பண்றீங்க? What is the reason behind it? Okay, everything will have a reason attached to it. Okay, in the படிப்பு இல்லைன்னா what am I going to do? How am I going to achieve things in life? How is it going to build? As I've already told you that this 5 years is the foundation part of your life. You have to get through it. Okay, you have to cross this hurdle. என்ன பண்ணணும் அதுக்கு? Build an interest towards a study. Okay, find a reason why you have to study and build and based on that, motivate yourself and commit yourself. நீங்க ஒரு வாட்டி மோட்டிவேட், நீங்க ஒரு வாட்டி கமிட்மெண்ட் கொடுத்து, ஸோ இந்த ரீசனுக்காக நான் படிக்கிறேன்னா அதுக்கு 100% கொடுத்து ஸ்டார்ட் ஒர்க்கிங் டுவர்ட்ஸ் இட். ஸ்டார்ட் கிவிங் அப் யுவர் செல்ஃப். எப்பப்போ உங்களுக்கு வந்து அந்த தோல்வின்னு ஒரு ஃபீலிங் வரும், இல்லாட்டி எப்பப்போ உங்களுக்கு வந்து இல்ல வேணாம், ஒரு டிசப்பாயின்மெண்ட், ஒரு ஒரு what do you call, ஒரு லேக் இல்லாட்டி ஒரு லேசினஸ் வரும், give the reason and go to that first set of things that what I spoke on success of life. அதை ஃபாலோ பண்ணுங்க. அதை ஃபாலோ பண்ணி start keeping up your giving up your 100% to your life and to your studies. You will definitely achieve your results. Next one, try to find some joy or some enjoyment in why you study. Okay, சும்மா படிக்கிறதே படிச்சீங்கன்னா எல்லா சப்ஜெக்ட் போரிங்கா இருக்கும். நிறைய பேர் சொல்லுவீங்க சப்ஜெக்ட்ஸ் ஆல் ட்ரை, maths is a dry subject, science, physics is a dry subject. But when you see most of your concepts that what you use in today's life are all related to physics and chemistry, and so many principles of life are related to what do you call your subjects that what you study, maths or edna. When you see the relation that it has on your life, it gives a joy to study. Okay, இப்போ நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், நான் வந்து படிக்கிறப்போ என் ஸ்கூல்ல படிக்கிறப்போ ஷேக்ஸ்பியர் போயம்ஸ் படிப்போம், இல்லாட்டி இவரோட ராபர்ட் ஃப்ராஸ்டோட போயம்ஸ் படிப்போம். அப்போலாம் நான் யோசிப்பேன், ஷேக்ஸ்பியர் போயம் ஏன் படிக்கணும், ராபர்ட் ஃப்ராஸ்ட் என்ன, அவர் ஒரு போயிட்டு அவர் எழுதிட்டு போயிட்டாரு, அதை உட்காந்து நான் கேட்டுட்டு இருக்கணுமான்னு. பட் டுடே இஃப் யூ when you are facing life, நீங்க அதே ஷேக்ஸ்பியர் போயத்தை வந்து நீங்க போயமை வந்து படிச்சீங்கன்னா, இல்ல ராபர்ட் ஃப்ராஸ்ட் போயமை வந்து படிச்சீங்கன்னா, it will give so much of meaning to your everyday life, to your everyday situation that you undergone in your life. Okay, அதுதான் வந்து உங்களுக்கு இந்த டைம்ல you are getting a time to read it. Okay, I'm just giving you a small example of the poems in English. அதே மாதிரி நீங்க சயின்ஸ்ல போனீங்கன்னா, the same science what you are studying today, you talk about Morse code, or you talk about the changes that is taking place in the physics today, in the physics world today. You are talking about what do you call Higginboson's theory, therima? Do anybody know what is the Higginboson's theory? Hello? ஓகே, ஸோ இப்போ வந்து ஒரு 4-5 years பேக்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஹிகின்பாசன்ஸ் தியரி பத்தி பேசிட்டு இருந்தோம், ஆர் what do you call the smallest particle பத்தி. There was a big science research that was going on in I think it was in Geneva. So they built a very big lab, an underground lab, and some of the world's best scientists were working there to find out the origin of life, or how did the Big Bang theory happen. இதெல்லாம் பத்தி படிச்சுட்டு இருந்தாங்க. Still the answer has not come. Still there's a lot of research that is still going on. It is put on hold at this point of time because of the current scenario, and due to some maintenance of the machines over there. But some of those research that what is going on over there are all, if you look at, are based on your most foundational platforms of physics. Okay, likewise today if you're talking about botany as a subject, if you go through the evolution of life, and if you talk about the natural selection, which the great philosopher Mr. What's his name, Charles Darwin was talking about, if you actually look at those research, everything started when he did his research in the 18th century, and he came out with he started studying about plants, he started studying about their life cycle, he started studying about how is it related, and how is man come into existence, and what is the survival of the fittest, what is the natural selection theory and everything. But அதை நீங்க பாட்னி படிக்க தான் you will find an interrelation between this and that. நீங்க அதுல இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இல்லைன்னா you will not find an interrelation between this and that. So always find a joy in whatever you're studying. அதே மாதிரி நீங்க வந்து if you're studying history, political science, or even geography, or whatever it is, unless and until you are able to understand what is geography, not able to understand what is longitude, latitude, or some of the most phenomenal changes that has taken place in the world today, some of the environmental changes that has undergone in the world, the kind of geology changes that what has undergone. இதெல்லாம் வந்து, if you actually look at it, you will learn the foundation at this point of time. Based on that only you are able to interrelate it. Okay. Fifth one, life will give you a lot of opportunities. Okay. So don't give up in life, or don't break up yourself. அதுதான் சொல்ல வரேன். இந்த மாதிரி சிச்சுவேஷன்லாம் வந்து ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் எப்படி சொல்ல வரேன்னா, இன்னைக்கு ஒரு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி உங்களுக்கு வந்துச்சு, ஏதோ ஒரு விஷயத்துல அந்த ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டியை மிஸ் அவுட் பண்ணிட்டீங்க. Don't give up in life. Okay, don't break your life. Go ahead, start work to start identifying your mistake. Where did you go wrong? And try to correct yourself and try to come out of it. Okay, and you will definitely get another opportunity to grow up in your life. Okay, so it will throw you a lot of opportunities, but if you start leaving out every opportunity that you have, then you might start losing out. Okay, so don't give up yourself, or don't break down, or மனசை தளர விட்டுறாதீங்க. இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு இதுல மிஸ் அவுட் பண்ணிட்டேன், சரி இந்த சப்ஜெக்ட்ல கம்மி மார்க் வாங்கிட்டேன், இல்ல இந்த இடத்துல நான் was not able to do well, இந்த டைம் நான் சரியா பண்ண முடியலன்னு. You will get an opportunity. Okay, work towards it. Try to see that you are able to master it, or try to see that you are able to come out of it. அது என்னன்னு புரிய பாருங்க. எந்த இடத்துல நீங்க வந்து மிஸ் அவுட் பண்ணிட்டீங்க, where was the mistake? Try to understand it, try to overcome it always, and then you will definitely see that you will come out in flying colors. The next most important thing that I would start about is, last and the final most thing is, always have belief in yourself. Okay, நான் இவ்வளவு தூரம் நான் என்ன சொன்னேன், everything is attached in that last final one called don't give up, don't let yourself down. உங்களை வந்து நீங்களே தளர விட்டீங்கன்னா, then nobody in this world will be able to help you. Don't give up. Okay, hold yourself strong. Okay, always you will have a chance in life. Okay, best thing that I would say is believe on a person above. Okay, there is a person who's there is a God, there is a Lord. Okay, the world is made for a purpose, everything is made for a purpose, and there will always have, you don't உங்களை வந்து நீங்களே விட்டு கொடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா, then everything will get shattered. Okay, you are being made for a purpose in this life. You have a purpose, you are being made for a particular goal in the life. Okay, அந்த கோலை வந்து நீங்க வந்து உடனே புரியாது உங்களுக்கு. Okay, to understand why what is your goal, what are you in search of, it takes your entire life, almost it takes around 40-50 years to understand what is your goal. If you are really in search of the goal, you will definitely find it. Okay, but if you give it up because of small hindrances, or if you give up the faith because of small hindrances, small obstacles, then you will give up your entire search. Okay, so did you find it interesting? So the next thing is, okay, so the next part is, I'll take you through 4 movie clippings. Okay, so I have 4 movie clippings. I think all of you love watching movies. Okay, everybody loves watching movies, but one sad thing is I don't have any Tamil movie to bring it up and put it forward to you, because I didn't find இந்த இதுக்கு ரெலவெண்டா எனக்கு எதுவும் subject I didn't get it. But in these four movies that what I've taken for you are very, very beautiful movies. Okay, beautiful characters than the movies. I would say these are beautiful characters. Okay, the first one is of course not a movie. The first one is about a true life person. Okay, he's a very small boy. It's a story of this boy. It's a real life story of this boy, and a boy who just has one finger and who doesn't have a leg. And how has he come up in his life, and how has he inspired so many people in life. So I'll just play this. Do let me know, are you able to see this?
Ezra French is far from your typical 12-year.
Let me know, are you able to see it? Can somebody let me know, are they able to see it?
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Okay, I'll start it.
Voice is not audible, sir.
Okay. And increase the volume to the maximum. I will explain it to you. So this is a video of Ezra. Okay, so this is a story about Ezra. I think you would have seen the guy doesn't have one leg, and he just has one of his hands doesn't have all the fingers. So how he has motivated himself, and how has he come? And today he is one of the great inspirational speakers in US, as well as he is one of the great motivational speaker to the National Basketball Team, Basketball Association of US. So one of a fabulous guy, and was done extraordinarily well. Okay, the next video that I'm going to play for you is going to be from a movie called Rocky. I don't know how many of you have seen this movie. It's quite an old movie.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the captain of JL50 speaking. This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever known. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very nasty place.
Sir, the voice is not clear.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I was just trying to increase it. I tried out everything, but I don't know why I'm still not able to increase the volume, because that's the max that I have on my system. So I'll just explain you. So it is a discussion between, it's a character, a very famous character that was written by Sylvester Stallone, and he won a lot of accolades for this particular movie. So, I mean, this has various parts. I mean, and this movie has 5, 6, 7 parts. Okay. All the 7 parts have been played by Sylvester Stallone, and I don't know, have you guys watched this movie, but I would request each one of you to watch this movie. கொஞ்சம் டைம் எடுங்க புரியறதுக்கு, ரிப்பீட் பண்ணி பாருங்க. But a very, very inspirational movie. Okay, it's a movie about a street guy. Okay, a guy who does all petty things in street. He does work as what you call கட்ட பஞ்சாயத்து பண்ணிட்டு பிரச்சனையை பண்ணிட்டு சுத்திட்டு இருக்க ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரீட் guy. How does he becomes one of the very famous boxers? Okay, சும்மா ஒரு இது என்ன சொல்றது, ஒரு it's not an ordinary movie like what you find like any other Tamil movie or any other Hindi movie or something like that. A very, very beautiful script, I would say. And I don't know, in 2018 when I went to Philadelphia, this movie is actually shot in Philadelphia. So Philadelphia, it's a very small US, it's a small city. It's It's not a, it's one of famous cities, but ரொம்ப பெரிய ஊர்லாம், it's not like New York or not a bustling ஊர் like San Francisco or California. But when I went there, I went to this place where I found this statue of Rocky Balboa. In the movie la வந்து இந்த statue காமிப்பாங்க. I still find people who follow this movie so much, whatever happens. So in the movie la pathina, he will do a jogging every day in front of that. அது ஒரு மியூசியம். அந்த மியூசியத்துக்கு முன்னால அவரோட ஒரு ஸ்டாச்சு இருக்கும். So every day Sylvester Stallone does jogging in this movie, and he goes to that. He climbs the steps and he goes there. Even when I went, I could see small boys, teenage boys, and running there and doing that same jogging. Group la vandu panni anga vanda and statue kitta vandu nikkiradhu. Very, very inspirational movie. Every part of the movie will be attached to some point of your life. Okay, something that you would have undergone in your life. So that is what is the conversation that happens between a father and a son. Okay, he says that life will keep on hitting you. You are not supposed to blame at others and say that it is because of him that this has happened. Idanalada in the mariachi. Don't give reasons. Don't blame. Life will push you down. Life is not a rainbow and a sunshine every day. Every day it is so cruel and will beat you down. And if you're going to get that beating, and if you're going to be lying there, you'll be dead lying there. That's all. You'll lose your life. But if you take that beating and if you come up and push it hard and come up in life, there is where you're going to see winners. And that is how winners are made, and that is how winners are born, is what he says. So that is the beauty of this movie. So I think in the spirit of time, I will go through another one last video. It's a very nice video. I have 4, but the last one I leave it. I'll just play this one because it's more important than the other one. Okay, I'll explain you about this particular movie. It's a real life story that happened in United States. It is about a coach and a set of team members, a set of players. Okay, these are marathon runners. I hope you understand US la pathina, you have the Mexicans, okay, who work as laborers in US. Okay, so most of the Mexican இருக்க யூஎஸ்ல பாத்தீங்கன்னா who are most டெக்சஸ்ல வந்து you find a lot of Mexicans. So அந்த இடத்துல பாத்தீங்கன்னா the Mexicans are not allowed to come up in life. Okay, so it is dominated by the white people, and they do all the small kind of work. They struggle hard in life. But everybody comes to US keeping a dream in mind that we want to see a better day, we want to see a better life, a better lifestyle. So அதே தான் அவங்க பேரண்ட்ஸும் எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டு வருவாங்க. பேரண்ட்ஸ் கஷ்டப்படுவாங்க, பிள்ளைங்க வளருவாங்க. பிள்ளைங்களும் வந்து என்ன ஆகும்னா, if you see this movie, they'll get caught up in a lot of problems, and they turn out to be bad. They get into bad paths of life, and they lose their life. அப்பதான் வந்து this particular coach comes to the school, and he will try to train them, but he'll find it difficult. அப்போதான் வந்து he will train them for a marathon running. And the marathon running or last final scene. So these boys will work the entire day. They'll slog the entire day. And after that, they work for 6 hours in the gardens and big orchids. And then they go and study. They spend another 5 to 6 hours studying. The entire day is gone. And the last 4 or 5 hours, the straining part of their life, when they have to take rest, at the time they go and participate in this, they practice for this marathon. So அந்த மாதிரி ரொம்ப grueling-ஆ லைஃப்ல கஷ்டப்பட்டு these boys become very, very successful boys. Okay, it's a true life story. Okay, watch this movie. It's called McFarland. Okay, so watch this. It's an amazing movie. So don't give up. Life always has struggles. Okay, and you have to come out through it. Life is not sweet. Okay, come out of that life and face it. You will definitely be a winner. Last, I have the small poem. I will not read the entire poem. I'll just tell you the poem just says that it's a poem which it's an inspirational poem that Nelson Mandela got this inspiration while he was in jail. Okay, so it says, "You're the master of your boat. Okay, you're the master of. I am the master of my faith, and I am the captain of my soul." So it tells that everything that what you go through in the end, it is what all the decisions that what you would have made in your life, and you are the master of that particular faith that what you're going through in your life, and the captain of your soul. If you want to change the boat, and if you want to change it, and you want to do it, you can do it. Everything is possible, but everything is in your hand. With that, I end this particular talk. So I think we have a very little time, so we can quickly start the Q&A session.
Thank you, sir, for the wonderful session. Few questions to you, sir.
Sure.
How to choose out wisely from all the difficult circumstances or when we are in confused state?
See, experiences of life, all the all the experiences of life doesn't say all the choices and experiences of life that what you face, you will not be able to make a right choice. Go by your gut feeling. Okay, many times have a strong feel of your heart. Okay, it might be a foolish decision at that point of time, but definitely you will come out of it. You will understand there is some choice that what you made may not give you that success, but down the line, based on the choice what you made, you will definitely find some success that what you would have gained, and that would have led to so many other successes of life. That is the great story of you take what you call Steve Jobs. Okay, so Steve Jobs is not a great. He went to college. He didn't complete his graduation. He left from one of the premier colleges like Stanford University, and then he built Apple. He created the first Macintosh, and then he was kicked out of the company, and then he found another company, and that is how he groomed up in his life. So if he would have thought that some of the experiences or choices that what he made was a wrong choice, or particularly the choice that of leaving the college, if he would have thought that he made a wrong choice, then he wouldn't have seen a choice of making one of the greatest companies in the world today, like Apple. So always when you make a choice, go by a heart feeling. Of course, do a little bit of research in it, but when you're giving a chance to your heart to make that choice, have a very, very strong faith in it. Okay, faith and commitment. If you don't have, you cannot blame the choice and say that, boss, I made this choice, and because of that, something has happened like this.
Thank you, sir. The next question is, how to overcome the fear of a future and hope for a better future?
See, that is what I was talking through the entire thing. Okay, so when you go through the hardness, the hard circumstances of life, so some of the when I spoke on the first PPT, okay, how to the particular PPT that spoke on the SEAL training, okay, that is nothing but to face your future. Okay, it is to face your life. If you want to change the world, you have to grow through that grueling and sharpening moments of your life to sharpen your. See, we are all blunt swords, or we are all raw rocks when we are in college, okay, or when you're school days. So when you go through the situations of life, when you sharpen yourself, when you fall into something, and when you come out of it, or when you get yourself trained, an extra edge that what you get trained, or the extra skilling that what you do, or the extra learning that time that you take to learn, every things that what you do extra in your life, and some sacrifices that what you make in your life, is the one which is going to give all the success in your life, is the one which is going to face and make you to face your future in a more and more stronger way. I can give you umpteen number of examples at this point of time. So, I mean, I'll give the famous example of our own greatest man, Mr. Abdul Kalam Azad. So, when he went through the failure in the college, when he went through the failure in 1973 while he was launching the first satellite, the satellite could not be put into orbit because the launch pad didn't kick off properly. So it was a failure. And he never, that was around 200-300 crores loss of money to the Indian government, but he never gave up. He worked hard. The next year he launched a satellite. Okay. So understand from your mistakes, learn from your mistakes, and move ahead. You'll definitely find a great future in it, is what I would say.
Thank you, sir. The next question is how to face criticism?
Again, I would put this across to the the PPT that what I presented to you. You will always be put down in life. One of the experiences that I would like to share on General McRaven is he was. There is one part which I didn't present it, but I will share it with you right now. Everybody will during the training. There is a training where they have to swim. They have to paddle a rubber boat. Okay, and the rubber boat has to go through at least around 20-30 miles in a very, very rough sea. Okay, and they had 6 teams, and while they were paddling, General McRaven and his team were. It's a 12-member team who were paddling his boat. All were tall guys, and there was one particular team in which all the paddlers were the cadets were all short. Okay, they were coming from some of the tribal some of them were Red Indians, some of them were from Mexico, some of them were Dutch origin and all that. So they were very short. So they used to call them as flippers. Okay, so they used to have small legs, so they used to find it difficult. But what happened was these guys were the one who were able to paddle the boat fast, and they were able to reach, and they were able to win in each time when they were asked to paddle it. So when General McRaven and his team used to criticize, or when they used to make fun of this team, these guys never gave up. Okay, so they faced it. They took up the criticism, and they proved what they were. Okay, so when somebody criticizes you, don't give yourself down. Okay, don't look upon yourself down. That's what I said. Don't lose your belief in yourself. Always believe in yourself. Criticism will be definitely part of your life, and in every moment and every part of your life. Okay. Also in Steve Jobs' life, if you actually look at when he was chucked out of Apple, there was huge amount of criticisms, and that was the reason why he was removed from his company. But he was able to prove himself, and he was able to make one of the greatest companies of the world today. So criticism is something that you have to take it and will be part of your life. Okay, everybody, even I have faced so many criticisms across my career. Okay, when I started my career to what I am today, it's a part of life, and you have to take it. Life is not going to be without any criticism. You will have it in your office, you will have it outside your office, but try to understand, think about it, but don't brood over it, or don't break your mind and ரொம்ப மனசெல்லாம் அதுல போட்டு யோசிக்க மாதிரி வச்சுக்காதீங்க. Think over it, see if there is something that can be corrected, or if you feel that no, whatever I'm doing is right, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. How to really shine out our talents? What are the best way to bring out our talents in a dark side of life?
This is the most. This is also, I would say, is every day by doing the small tasks is when you are able to do it correctly, is where you will be able to do the bigger tasks. Okay, it is just making your bed right. Okay, simple paranga, just try this out. Okay, by doing the smallest task of your life, it will definitely give you an optimism, a feeling of positiveness to do the bigger tasks of life. Okay, ஒரு சின்ன வேலை பண்ணீங்கன்னா, இது முச்சம்பா, சரி நெக்ஸ்ட் இந்த வேலையை பண்ணலாம்ல, எடுத்து பண்ணலாம்ல, பண்ணி பார்க்கலாம்ல, சரி இதோட பண்ணலாமா, நம்மளால பண்ண முடியும் இது. So that gives that motivation, that keeps you motivated. Okay, so always my best this thing is, if you want to shine, if you want to prove your talent, one most important thing is take up the smallest thing. சரிப்பா, இதெல்லாம் சின்ன வேலைப்பா, சின்ன வேலை நம்ம செய்ய மாட்டோம்ப்பா, பெரிய இதெல்லாம் வந்துச்சுன்னா நான் எடுத்து செய்யறோம்ப்பா. நிறைய பேர் வந்து if you actually look at my life, பார்த்தீங்கன்னா காலேஜ்ல வந்து I finished 2001. நான் வந்து PMI Loyola College. I passed out from MSW, and then I joined an NGO. Okay, we were doing a UNDP research project. 3000 ரூபாய் சம்பளம் தான், நம்ப மாட்டீங்க. So small life what I started with, and went through a lot of struggle. But that struggle what I went through at that time was something that was joy. Okay, it was a new learning. It gave me a lot of experiences in life. It helped me to sharpen my skills, and through that, slowly experiencing that and moving forward gives you a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of learnings to learn. Not only learning, also gives you a lot of place to show your talents out. Okay, நிறைய வாட்டி இன்னைக்கு லேட்டஸ்ட் கம்பெனிஸ்லாம் நிறைய பேர் என்ன பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா, I have to prove my talent out. நான் எதுனா செய்யணும்பா, அதுக்காக நான் வந்து I'll have to try to outplay myself everywhere. இந்த இடத்துல நான் இருக்கேன்பா, நான் தான்ப்பா இது செஞ்சேன், இந்த மாதிரி சொல்லிக்கிட்டா நம்ம வந்து பெரிய ஆளா இல்லாம. No, you will definitely get your opportunity. Okay, do the smallest things in the correct way. Do every task that is given to you in the right way, and there will definitely an opportunity will strike. And there, when that opportunity strikes you, it is there you prove your talent. But if you're not able to do your small things correctly, if you're not able to prove do your tasks correctly, then when the opportunity strikes you, you will not be able to show how to leave that அந்த talent display பண்றதுக்கு உங்களுக்கு ஐடியா இருக்காது உங்களுக்கு. ஏன்னா சின்ன சின்ன வேலையில உங்க ஸ்கில்ஸை காமிக்க முடியாதப்போ, அந்த இது வரப்போ, ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி வரப்போ எப்படி உங்க டேலண்ட்டை டிஸ்பிளே பண்ணுவீங்க? So do the small things correctly. Do the task that whatever is given to you correctly, and you will get an opportunity. You will be getting an opportunity. நிறைய ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி வந்துட்டே இருக்கும். அந்த இடத்துல தான் is where you strike it and say that, yeah, I'm able to do well.
Thank you, sir, for such a clear explanation. Now, vote of thanks. And now it's time to express gratitude on behalf of Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, St. Joseph Institute of Technology, St. Joseph Group of Institution, and the entire fraternity of the institution. First of all, I extend our most sincere thanks to the Almighty for making today's event a resounding success. I extend a hearty thanks to Mr. Victor Anthony for his motivational talk on light at the end of the tunnel. I once again thank you, sir, for sparing time from your busiest schedule to grace this occasion. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Epsiba. Hope my talk was quite valuable. And I don't know, did it really touch you, or did it really help you in any way? I hope it has helped you a lot. In case of any clarifications, I'm always reachable. So you can reach out to me, and Trincy has my number, so you can reach out to me, and I should definitely be there to help you out. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, sir. I also thank our heads of department, Dr. C. Jnana Kausalya ma'am, Staff and Student Affairs, and Dr. G. Rohini ma'am, Lab Affairs, and all other faculties for organizing this event successfully. Last but never the least, I thank all the students for their active participation. Kindly fill the feedback form.